With the 1.16 Nether update freshly out, this week's Speedy Saturdays started at our Nether-themed world spawn, where we did a little bit of parkour before heading into the Nether and trying to escape together. From all the practice rounds we had done before this Saturday, we knew that escaping the Nether could be extremely hard. However, this time, we were out in just about 5 minutes. So after our very lucky quick escape, we moved on to our speedrunning challenge in duos. Some people started off by going after each other right away, while others were getting a solid head start on the speedrun. Right from the beginning of the challenge, there were two teams on about the same pace. We had Cheese and Pug, and then Cris and Blooper that were about to head in to the Nether at the same time. However, at this point, it seemed that Cheese and Pug were in the lead and they made it to the blaze spawner first. Since the Nether portals were made close together, they connected to the same portal in the Nether, which meant that Cris and Blooper were hot on their tail. This situation inevitably led to a fight for the Nether fortress. Eventually, Cris and Blooper made it out on top and gained control of the blaze spawner. After Cris and Blooper were the first ones to get their blaze rods, the fight moved on to the overworld, while everybody started looking for ender pearls. Some of them were having a hard time. And eventually, everybody ended up at the same place again when they started a fight over this village. Cris managed to escape Let and Lyric by starting a forest fire, but they had control over the village at this point. Or was Blooper gonna do something about it? No, he was not. This was a clear win for Let and Lyric. We now had control over the village and the ender pearl supply, but Cris and Blooper were not gonna let it go easily. From their hidden underground base, Blooper and Cris kept launching attack after attack after attack. But eventually, Let and Lyric decided they had enough pearls and they were ready to move on, so they started murdering all the villagers. This led to a vicious fight, but Cris had to run for it. He led Lyric to this ravine and then turned around to pull this move, where he gained quite a few ender pearls. With both his teammate and the villagers dead, Let decided that he would go and look for the stronghold to be the first to get there and take control. This actually motivated everybody to hit the road because they were afraid to fall too far behind. Latnem had a very solid lead on everybody, but he was isolated from his teammate, and Cheese started giving chase by himself as well. And so were Cris and Blooper. Everybody was out looking for strongholds, but Latnem was the first to get there. Due to Lyric dying earlier, Lat didn't have the pearls, so he made an unlikely alliance with Cheese to get them together. However, they were having a really hard time finding Enderman, while Weird and Jarno managed to find one in the Nether, and the Bodhi boys hit the road. Cris and Weeb, although they were very far behind, they thought of the idea to go to a different stronghold so they wouldn't have to battle it out before going in the end portal. And this was a winning move because they did have the pearls to actually go in. When they got to the end, they instantly set a lava trap on the spawn island. And I decided it would be a shame for that to go to waste, so I gave the missing pearls to Latnem, Lyric and Cheese. Which led to an epic fight, because lava traps will despawn if somebody else uses a portal. The Cheese-led Lyric alliance came into the fight a lot stronger than Blooper and Cris. However, it would take one very unexpected move by Blooper to turn it all around. Until Cris got in trouble after being shot up into the sky by the dragon and missing his bucket. From there, he held on for pretty long, but eventually the tables turned again. This Speedy Saturday saw a surprise ending after I interfered by giving Ender Pearls to Let, Lyric and Cheese. However, they fought bravely. Let and Lyric got the final kill on the Ender Dragon, so they should be considered winners. But without my interference, they would have had no shot. So, Blooper and Cris also deserve the win, and this week's challenge will know 4 official winners.